personally, I don't think he's quite good enough. You've got Conagry, who was superb at Newbury. I don't know what the boys think. But
is he going to run here, or is he going to take his chance in the Gold Cup?
I did a feature for Channel 4 on him the other day, and they weren't committing, but it looks like they're going to go for the Gold Cup.
See, I think that's a mistake, really. I think this is the race for this. Yeah, no, go for the Gold Cup. Barry Sauce, the young master's a chance. I think Southfield Theatre might be the one myself. I think he's not quite good enough. It's not quite on what he's shown so far, but he's a rock solid horse, trained by the best trainer in the country, Paul Nichols. I think he's going to go really well.
Okay, Barry, the young master, yay or nay?
Yeah, no, I think he's a good chance. Handicap form, you can't beat the experience of running at handicaps. He won the Badger Ale, got a £14 penalty for that. He went on that was only his second or third run over fences. He went on and won a good handicap in Ascot. You know, he beat a good quality field. Phoenicia's horse was second. Ublon de Zobo, that was good form. He beat him well. He's going to love the trip. He's won around Cheltenham. I think he's a great each-wish. Don Polly, he just doesn't do enough to impress me. He stays well, but he's, you know, there's no great pace. King's Palace, I think, loves a bit of soft ground, and he's vulnerable. Couldn't agree if he does go here. I'd worry about him more than anything, but I'd love to see him go for the Gold Cup.
Fitzy, we were at one of these previews, or I don't know, last week was it? And David Pipe was quite keen on King's Palace, very keen in fact, wasn't he? Do you remember that or not? You were! You were! It was in London, you hosted the night!
Mick!
You were! In the, I forgot the name of the hotel, but it was really quite a nice night. Fitzy, you and I were in that room!
Don't you just hate it when you've been found out? David Pipe, he is sweet on King's Palace, but the worry is with King's Palace.
Was this a threesome by any chance, no?
David Pipe was with us.
The worry with King's Palace is, last year he looked like a superstar going into the Albert Barclays, and he died a death at the bottom of the hill. And you always worry with horses when they do that at the festival, because it more often than not happens time and time again. I would love to see Conagry run here. I think he's rock solid, he's a brilliant jumper, and he's rated higher than Denman was when he came into this race. I agree with Barry. I think his horse, the young master, is a really, really good bet. Just look at the horses that have won this race in the past. Because if you get 20 to 1 shots, the likes of One Night, Handicap won it as well. These were all horses who stayed well and jumped well. Barry's horse has got the form in the book. There's question marks about so many of the others. I think Barry's horse is the bet, each way.
Go back to the Bradstock saying, I told you to run Conagry in the RSA. Go back and tell them, I've told them. And the young master, those two better than novices they've been running against. So those two are the two.
Okay, the champion chase. We'll maybe come back. Has anyone a strong view on the Coral Cup first of all?
No.
No.
Not yet.
Not yet. The champion chase. Right, Barry, about an hour ago I asked you the best bets of the entire week and you straight away came up with Sprinter Sacra. You're keeping the faith, right?
There's no reason not to. He ran a great race in Ascot. It was his first run for 20 months. He looked crap, to be honest. He jumped very averagely. He schooled brilliant last week. Felt electric, looks a picture. You know, if he was beaten 3 lengths, if 3 lengths is all he has to find, Jesus, he's 23 lengths better than that. So, you know, I think he's every bit. He feels no different now than he did 2 years ago. I don't see any reason why they should beat him.
There's no doubt that he's got a fragile constitution, but on his best form, I mean, he's got about a stone in
He
hand.
doesn't really. He got a hard scare one day in Kempton. Now his form, for whatever reason, be it some kind of virus or something, his form dipped at home. His work was crap, and that was constant. So he was working crap for all of the second part of last season and the early part of this season. All of a sudden, late November, he started putting himself, and through December he's getting better and better and better. Into January, he ran in January, he ran well, or whenever it was, he had his break and he's come back, he looks a picture and he's working like the horse he was 2 years ago. So he had one day off and he was a bit shit for a while, but
No, but let's ask a question of Barry. all sports is mental as well as being physical. Now, Barry, you were terrific on Sprinter Sacre at Kempton when you brought him up so quickly. Saved his career. Mentally, when you go out to ride, go deep down now, not all the other previews you've been
There's no depth. There's no depth to it.
Mentally, at the back of your mind, you would be concerned the whole time. You must. If you ride a horse like that.
Not the least bit. He's going to, all being right, he'll be tanking and pinging. And if he's not, he'll be going to plan B. But I wouldn't be considering plan B the way he is.
People have no idea how hungry Barry Geraghty is. Trust me, he'll be thinking of victory and victory
And the
alone.
prize money.
Yeah, you cannot go out and ride in a race like the Champion Chase thinking about our welfare.
It makes
It's in the
no
back of
odds.
your mind.
It makes no odds what I'd be thinking. It's what he'll be doing, and what he's doing at home is so much better than what he was doing before Ascot, and so much better than what he was doing last October. He's, everything he's doing at home is like what he was doing 2 years ago. So that's what I just. Another chair. No, another chair.
Tom, what do you think? Which camp are you in?
Deary me, I might not get out alive. I don't think I give Sprinter Sacre any chance myself. See, I told you, should have said it. Hold on, I've changed my mind. No, 12 months ago I sat here, and we all sat here, I don't think Mary was here, but the rest of us sat here and we were talking about big bucks, and we were going, oh, big bucks, yeah, he'll be back, he'll do it again. It's exactly the same scenario. He came back, had a hard race, couldn't beat inferior horses, now you're telling us to back him. Now I get all this stuff about his homework. I haven't seen that. All I've seen is what he did on the track. He didn't jump, he didn't finish. He might do it this time, but I don't want to back him. I don't want to back him at 5-2. That's a good question. Who would I back? I certainly wouldn't back Dodging Bullets. I wouldn't back him at any price. I would back Sire de Grugy. I think he's a fantastic horse. I think he's an absolutely brilliant two-miler who would serve it up to Sprinter Sacre even at his best. And I think Sprinter Sacre is going to get him right, but going to set it up for Sire, and I think he'll win.
Real viewers in Tom.
Okay, so that's the Champion Chase. Glenn Farkle's Fred Winter, bumper.
Me, I've not been asked about the championship.
There was a reason for that. Go on, Mags.
Champagne Fever. Now, will they go off in front on Champagne Fever, or will they wait? They'll wait. Right, they're going to wait. Champagne Fever is the one. The ground is against Sire de Grugy. You've forgotten the ground. He wants it soft and heavy.
He was fine last year.
No.
Okay, the Glenn Farkle's the Fred Winter. Any view? Yes.
Hostile Fire has been very well supported of Gordon Elliott's. He won it a couple of years ago with Flaxen Flair. Probably might have won it with Clarkham last year. This has apparently been laid out and has been well backed all week.
Yeah, I like Hostile, back to Hostile Fire a few weeks. Dan Skelton's horse Zarib has a chance, and a horse that I was hearing about today, Paul Nicholls' horse Old Guard. If the ground gets better, he's quite a good flat horse on decent ground. He's been running on the soft all the time. He might. Was it owned by Jeremy Kyle? Oh, fuck that, no.
Oh no. That wins will give up.
What about the bumper? Has anyone got any sneaky views here? Going back to the night that we were in the hotel, Fitzy.
Are you going to remember this one, Mick? Are you going to remember?
Who was there? Right. I tell you who was there was Mark Weld, and he was very keen on Vigil.
Yes.
Who finished 5th, and do you remember? Is it all coming back to you?
It's all coming back to me, Ems, but David Pipe wasn't there. He wasn't there. You were on the piss that night. You tell me. He wasn't there.
I must have secretly been imagining him. Yeah.
David Pipe.
Maybe it was all wishful thinking, but anyway, I do remember Mark Weld. He was sitting about 2 away from me. Really, really keen on Vigil and the bumper, who finished 5th in the race last year. Said he's a different horse this time around.
Yeah, they're very sweet on him. The ground I think drawing will be a massive help to him. Barry has ridden a horse called Super Sunday. Did you ride that last
Barry's
time?
right.
It's just been bought for big money by the Potts team. Henry the Bombhead trains. So it could actually be the best of the English trained horses, Super Sunday.
Except he's trained it in Ireland.
EBS.
He was Cheltenham when Barry rode it.
I tell you-
Is he any good?
He won well, he won well in Ascot, but he just hit a flat spot, I suppose, between the fourth last and third last tournament at that area coming up the hill. And I just wonder whether he'd be. Cheltenham just could be a little bit sharper, maybe, but he would have a chance.
I would like. Everyone talks about Willie Mullins in this race, but Gordon Elliott has been beating up on Willie Mullins in bumpers in Ireland this season. I've been given a very good word for horses Jetstream Jack. It failed to finish in a couple of points, but it's been working really, really well. And I gather it's well fancied.
Yeah, we knew about that 2 months ago.
I think that was the horse that Ruby Walsh tipped up in the bumper at one of these previews the other night.
Now, that was the other one. That was Gen Principle. I've been told that Gordon Elliott has fancies Jetstream Jack. It's owned by the Waitley's, and it's my source.
Okay, day 3, the JLT. Vator is this.
That's a terrible. Get down with Mac. How do you do it? Down. What do you do? Down. Yeah, down with Vator.